Okay, it looks like we are live. Receiving your content. Okay, yes, and we are live.
Yay!
What's going on, guys? This is Mark and Jules. We're here to talk about this piece of it. Well, not really evidence, but this piece of legal document right here. The Vic Mignogna documents have officially been released to the public, and so I'm gonna go on ahead and we're gonna go on ahead and go through them as best we can. Granted, the both of us have limited legal knowledge, so you'll have to bear with us for some of these things. I managed to watch a little bit of Nick Rikita's stream last night, but you know, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. So let's go on ahead and just. Well, first of all, let's begin talking about what we think is in the document. Because I've only skimmed through this, very briefly just to see how long it is.
This is my first time actually seeing it.
So what do you think is going to be in it?
Probably all the misconduct they had against Vic, like falsely accusing him, firing him without any actual proof or evidence of him doing said accusations, and most likely all the things that all the money they're gonna have to pay him for damages.
One thing that I will say about this is that, like, in my skimming last night, because I downloaded a PDF of it onto my phone, just because, like I said, it's downloadable. I mean, there's a download button right here, but you can also do that on the phone. And as I was skimming through it last night before I went to sleep, I noticed that there's actual irrefutable evidence against the accusers. And this I think is gonna hit them right in the face. This has hit them right in the face, stop them in their tracks. And if they try to continue doing this, they're gonna face some severe consequences, I think. But anyway, yeah. So notice we got 3 people watching right now. But anyway, let's go on ahead and just go through this. So the plaintiff is Victor Mignogna, and the defendants are Funimation Productions LLC, Jamie Markey, Monica Rial, and Ronald Toye. Or should we say Mr./Mrs. Ronald Soye? But that is just so much fun to say. That's so much fun to say.
It never gets old.
It never gets old. No, it doesn't. But sadly, no Sabat or Schemmel. Although according to Ty on Nick's stream, this is just speculation on my part, but I believe that either Iago or Igor is Sabat. Because here's the thing. I mean, Ty's dropped some pretty subtle hints, and I don't really know, it could be Sabat, it could not be Sabat. We don't know. We don't know until he reveals that name, who it is. But sorry, let me just scroll down to the messages here. Just so that we can see what's going on in the live chat. What's up, David B? How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Are we coming through it all? Cause I was able to test this out through the microphone, because I managed to test this out in a recording, but I don't know if it's gonna work really in a stream. So are we coming through it all through the mic? Just before we continue with this, because otherwise I'll have to restart the stream. Okay, sweet. That's cool, man. We're doing okay. It's about 9 a.m. Pacific time as we're streaming this. So, just awesome, sweet. We're coming through loud and clear. Awesome, thank you, man. But yeah, I'm doing okay. I had this whole week off for Easter from a seminary, so I was just spending it. I'm hoping the trigger event happens soon. Will out everyone attacking Vic. Pretty much.
It will.
But yeah, David, I've been off this entire week from seminary, and so that gave me some time to get some stuff done around the house and stuff like that. My parents both have next week off from their school district, So it's funny because the way that our districts work, the seminary I'm doing is in North Carolina, and the thing is, it's an online school, and like I said, I'm off for Easter this week. I was off all this week for Easter. The problem is that, well, it's not really a problem per se, but Mom and Dad have all of next week off, and so because of that, they're not going to be in school while I am going to be in school. And so it kind of creates a funny little situation in that regard. But anyway, let's go on ahead and just go through this. To the honorable judge of said court, plaintiff Victor Mignana, plaintiff or Vic, complains of defendants Funimation Productions LLC, Jamie Markey, Monica Rial, and Ronald Soye, and for such purposes would show Discovery Control Plan. Number 1. Discovery is intended to be conducted pursuant to Texas Rule of Civil Procedure 190.3. Not sure what that is. Like I said, we have very limited legal knowledge, so...
Yeah, so a lot of these are, like, foreign to us.
Pretty much, but we're still gonna go through it. We're still gonna go through it and have some fun. But anyway, Vic is an individual residing in Tarrant County, Texas, who may be served in this matter through his attorney of record, Ty Beard. Hey, what's up, Jameson? Ty Beard, Esquire, Beard, Harris, Bullock, and Hughes. And then that's the firm's address. Defendant Funimation Productions is a Delaware limited liability company with its principal place of business in Denton County, Texas. But it does not maintain a registered agent in the state of Texas. Therefore, under sections 17.026 and 17.044 of the Texas Civil Practice and Remedies Code, service on Funimation should be made by serving the Secretary of State of Texas. P.O. Box, blah, 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 blah. Defendant Jamie Markey, individual residing in Dallas County. In Dallas County, it says how discovery can be done, including how long and how many depositions. Oh, okay. Thanks for clearing that up for us, Jameson. But, Defendant Ronald Soye / Mr. / Mrs. Ronald Soye. I still can't get over that. When Kickvick started on Twitter, I thought Gen Fukunaga would have handled this better. Fukunaga, wasn't he the one that originally founded Funimation?
I believe so.
I think, like wasn't he the one that founded Funimation in the 90s?
I think.
So, Mr. / Mrs. Boy Toy? Nice. Okay, so...
Yep.
Okay, so... Let's just go on ahead and, let's just skip down to these facts. Vic is a voice actor who has performed the voices of animated characters for over 22 years, mainly in anime productions. Vic does not physically appear in these productions, only his voice is used for the English dubbing, or revoicing of the Japanese voice actors. Monica and Jamie are also our voice actors. Both have worked for Funimation. Ronald is Monica's fiancé, and either a Funimation agent or employee. Wait. Shane docks Monica and Ron. Wait, what? What? That's... wow. Well, I mean, it's like Ty said in the stream last night, these guys are turning on each other.
Yeah, they're quick to stab each other in the back.
Because, what happens when you have a group of people who have been found out for doing something heinous? They start turning on each other and stabbing each other in the back to make themselves look good.
Yep.
I mean, it's just procedure. It's just procedure. Whoops. Tweet he sent out had their... Well, personally, I'm not really gonna look at that tweet just for the sake of privacy.
Yeah.
That's still interesting to know. Man. Thanks for letting us know that. Funimation primarily dubs Japanese anime products into English for distribution within the U.S. and provides streaming access subscription services to those properties via their website. In June of 2017, Funimation contracted with Vic to provide the voice for dubbed anime properties it was distributing within the US. Shane did not even notice it, but do not go after them. Go after who? Oh crud! Looks like the stream's lagging. I can't really do anything about that, guys. It's just the internet. It's just the internet in the area we live in. But anyway, for example, in 2018, Vic was cast as the English voice for Broly, the fantasy material arts anime film Dragon Ball Super Broly, which was amazing.
Beautiful.
Oh, by the way, something else I wanted to cover. Yeah, I know what you mean. Man. I don't really care where they live, but it's still kind of a shock that it's been made public knowledge. Because I mean, it's weird. It's weird to have this stuff suddenly be made public and stuff like that. At least in terms of your physical address. But anyway. But something else I wanted to cover was, before we go on, is something that Funimation actually did that's really sleazy. It's really sleazy. Basically, for the home release of Broly, the Broly movie, Vic was supposed to have a feature on there where he answered fans' questions. And he recorded it and stuff like that, and they put it on, and they slapped it on the DVD. Well, what happened was, at least from what I've been able to find, is that if you go to Amazon UK and then cross-reference with Amazon US, the US version suspiciously has that option omitted, whereas the UK version still has it intact. And so I'm like, I mean, why would you do that? That's just petty. I mean, can you imagine? It's hard to believe that an actual professional business would act this petty toward its own employee. Just because they didn't like the guy.
I know. Why even hire him in the first place if you didn't like him?
In most cases, people would not care. Also, do not want them to try and place blame of doxing. Wait, Nick was doxed too? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Or am I reading that wrong? Oh my gosh, that's scary. That's scary. But anyway. But yeah, so it's really stupid to see a professional company act this heinous towards its own employee just because they don't like the person. Oh, okay, so he wasn't doxxed. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. But anyway. The cast also included Monica. Dragon Ball Super Broly was released in the US on January 16th, 2019, and was an instant financial success for Funimation, earning $7 million on its first day and $24 million within the first 5 days of its premiere. Jeez! Oh, okay. Thanks for clearing that up. Monica and Ron try to blame the doxing on Nick. Jeez, really? What won't they go after him for at this point? Just to make him look bad. But anyway, in addition to his voice work, Vic attends fan conventions, approximately 35 to 40 per year. He earns a sizable income from appearance fees guaranteed by contract with the convention producers and from signing autographs, taking photos with fans, and appearing on guest panels. On January 16, 2019, he already had accepted invitations with dozens of conventions for appearances in 2019. Here's where things get dicey. On January 16, 2019, the day Dragon Ball Super Broly released in the US, Monica liked and retweeted the tweet of someone with the Twitter handle HanLeia that accused Vic of being a homophobic, rude a-hole who has been creepy to underage female fans for over 10 years. The next day, Monica liked and retweeted 2 tweets by Kaylin Saucedo, aka Mars Girl. I had a feeling she'd be brought up in this somewhere.
Yeah, it was a matter of time.
It was only a matter of time. That accused Vic of great volumes of sexual misconduct, urged Funimation to reconsider hiring Vic Mignogna as a voice actor in the future, and initiated the hashtag #KickVic. The repeated attention of Monica, Jamie, and even Funimation's agents, employees, or business partners gave HanLeia's and Mars Girl's accusations caused their tweets to go viral. About the same time, one or more defendants began actively defaming Vic directly to anime conventions, speaking of investigations and Vic being fired. Barely a week later, Tammy Denbow, a Sony executive, informed Vic she was investigating 3 allegations of sexual harassment against him. One Monica alleged to have occurred 6 years prior at a convention, not at any Funimation or Sony facility or event. When, after she wrote her name on a jelly bean and gave it to him, Vic ate the jelly bean, and joked that he ate Monica. Vic denied any sexual suggestion. He was joking in response to a fan's asking if he could be poisoned by the ink. See, this just proves that people can't take a joke anymore.
I know,
and it's so sad.
You can't say anything nowadays without someone getting offended by it.
What do you guys think about what did you guys think about the whole jelly bean incident?
I assume they might start outlawing jokes.
If you hear any bottle cap or anything in the background, it's because I'm drinking water during this, but anyway. So, another alleged inappropriate conduct between Vic and 2 fans, not Funimation or Sony employees, at a convention 3 years prior, again, not any Funimation or Sony facility or event. Vic emphatically denied any inappropriate conduct. The third allegation involved a single... was grab and get stomach pumped. This would make the I don't know if any of you guys have seen any old SpongeBob, but this would make the Salty Spittoon guy really pissed. This would make the Salty Spittoon guy really pissed off. But anyway, Sabelle's telling Vic that her investigation was a confidential matter did not stop Jamie, Monica, Ronald, or other Funimation employees or business partners from urging anime conventions and other studios to terminate their contracts with Vic, telling some that Funimation was conducting an investigation into allegations that Vic was a sexual predator, or that charges were being filed against Vic and he would soon be arrested, or tweeting details about the investigation. Exactly, jokes are jokes, man. That's all there is to it.
I know, but slowly, we're entering a world where jokes don't exist anymore.
Exactly. But anyway, the fallout from the defendants' actions was swift. On January 18th, 2019, the Phoenix Fan Fusion Convention canceled Vic's appearances. A few days later, on January 26, 2019, Ronald tweeted that Vic was a predator, a charge Ronald would repeat in at least 15 more tweets. Jeez, that's nuts. In the words of the robot from Power Rangers, Alpha!
Alpha 5.
Ay ay ay!
Ay 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 ay! Where's Zordon when you need him?
We're showing our age. We're showing our age. That much is certain. Because we grew up with the OG. We grew up with the OG Power Rangers.
Yeah.
So, but anyway. Okay. My best guess is that this is the discovery process. But anyway. Shortly after the Ranger Stop convention canceled Vic's appearance. On January 29th, Denbow and another Sony executive informed Vic that his employment with Funimation was terminated, following Denbow's investigation. On January 30th, both the Anime NYC and Anime Milwaukee conventions canceled Vic's appearances. My best guess. Okay, so yeah, this is basically just detailing all of the con cancellations. But let's just go on ahead and skip that then. Here we go. On February 4th, Ronald tweeted multiple times that Vic was a predator, called Vic a perp, and asserted that there are, quote, over 100 accounts and still more to come. That day, Denver Comic Con canceled Vic's appearances. And then here's Ron Stoye's post. He is down because he took advantage of girls, buddy. How about get a grip on reality and stop harassing people? Over 100 accounts and still more to come, and you defend this sack of bleep. Get a life. Think of that what you will. Anyway, on February 5th, Funimation informed Anime News Network that Vic's employment had been terminated. And Ronald again tweeted his accusation that Vic is a predator. Over the next 24 hours, all those cons basically canceled Vic's appearance. Here's where Monica comes in. Ooh, this ought to get good. This ought to be good.
Eh.
I hope for the life of me that they included the tweet where she said, "Thanks for the screenshot. Thanks for the tweet. I screenshot it and sent it to my attorney in law enforcement." Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But anyway, so memeable. So memeable.
So memeable.
Oh my gosh. But anyway.
Memes.
Memes. But anyway. The accusations against Vic were corroborated. That there were mountains of testimony, and that Funimation have proof. That's why they fired him. Monica, Soye's fiance, also tweeted on February 6th. Also tweeted on February 6th that it happened to me, and that I'm only one voice on a sea of many. He's hurt enough people, he's a sick man, and he needs help. Later that day, Jamie attempted to rebuff those questioning the veracity of Monica's posts on Twitter, figure number 2. I would just love to see a judge just go over this whole thing.
Like, okay, this is the dumbest excuse of firing a person unlawfully that I've ever had the displeasure of reading. Get out of my courtroom.
I reported that stolen valor guy. The jelly beans must have been her testify as witnesses!
Knowing Monica, that's probably accurate.
There we go. But anyway, okay, so I'm not gonna read this, verbatim, because I try to keep this channel family friendly. But anyway, let's just go on ahead and go through this very defamatory tweet and very offensive tweet. Yes, I want his head. I want his blank. I want him to feel an ounce of the pain he's cause others, and then bleeping choke on it. I want you to take his bleep out of your ears so you can actually hear reality. But, that's just me. Jellybean lives matter! Oof. That much is certain, man. That much is certain. I mean, oh my gosh. 2 days later, Jamie tweeted that Vic had assaulted her several years prior by grabbing her hair and whispering in her ear. What he whispered she couldn't remember, that in the last week or so, I've heard accounts of him doing this exact thing to half a dozen other women that I personally know, and that Vic is a predator. On February 11th, Funimation made its investigation public via Twitter, declaring it determined Vic had engaged in harassment of threatening behavior. Monica responded, there were multiple investigations with testimony, proof, and evidence. And then there's the tweet, of course. The tweet that launched over 1,000 angry comments. Later that day, Monica declared that Vic is the legal definition of harassment. There's a tweet there. Over the next week or so, Ronald Soye tweeted, "Evidence. He has been fired. There was an investigation. These actions have corrected." February 13th. Their Funimation's decision was on things that happened to Funimation employees. February 18th. And let's see who walks away as a registered sex offender. February 16th. On February 19th, Monica tweeted a lengthy post in which she accused Vic of sexual harassment, kissing her without her consent and treating others similarly at conventions. She claimed to have spoken with investigators to corroborate the testimony. Here, let me just turn that down. There we go. In fact, Ronald, a Funimation agent or employee, has tweeted more than 80 times that Vic sexually assaulted or assaulted Monica. More than 10 times that Vic sexually assaulted or assaulted 3 of his very close friends. More than 10 times that Vic has been accused of hundreds and possibly thousands of assaults. And at least 17 times that Vic is a predator.
I feel like they're trying to convince you of something by saying all those things.
Yeah. Yeah,
but I just don't know what.
I'm not exactly certain. I mean, it's not like they friggin' scream it out every single time they post about it.
So that's what that was.
Yeah, geez. But anyway, now we get into, well, at least I've never really read a lawsuit doc before, but I'm pretty sure this is the meat and potatoes of it. But anyway, the preceding paragraphs are incorporated by reference. The defendants have tweeted false, defamatory statements about Vic that were published and read by third parties. Many of the defendants' tweets are defamatory, per se. The defendants knew these statements were false or made them with negligent disregard for their truthfulness. Due to the defendant's defamation, Vic has suffered actual and consequential.
We're out to get him.
And I mean, you can't really blame Vic for it.
Yeah.
Blame the press. I mean, that's common. That's common when it comes to stuff like this. But anyway, the defendant's conduct was willful, fraudulent, malicious, and in wanton disregard for Vic, thereby entitling him to punitive damages in an amount to be determined at trial. Versus interference with existing contracts. Vic enjoyed contracts with multiple conventions prior to the defendant's torturous conduct. However, the defendants willfully and intentionally interfered with these contracts, proximately causing cancellation, termination, even breach of these contracts by the convention producers, thereby causing Vic actual and consequential damages. Actual and consequential damages in excess of the minimal amounts of this court. The defendant's conduct was willful, fraudulent, malicious, and blah, 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 to be determined at trial. Oh, we're doing fine, Jameson. We're doing okay.
We're good.
Unfortunately, the stream keeps going offline, at least on our end. But hey, I mean, nothing we can really do about that.
Yeah.
But torches interference with prospective business relations. There was reasonable probability that Vic would have entered into agreements with other production companies and conventions. However, the defendant's unlawful actions prevented these relationships from ever occurring. The defendant's unlawful actions were taken without justification or cause. Indeed, the defendants were... Yeah, sorry, David. But anyway... Yeah, sorry, David.
We're trying our best here.
We're trying our best here, man. We're trying our best. Ooh, never mind. The defendant's torturous interference proximately caused Vic actual and consequential damages, including lost profits, in excess of the minimal amounts of this court. To be determined at trial. Civil conspiracy. The defendants conspired and acted in concert to defame Vic, interfere with his existing contracts, and interfere with his prospective business relations, and each knowingly assisted and participated in the other's actions. The defendant's civil conspiracy proximately caused Vic actual and consequential damages. This has already been repeated. Next is about this court, for which each of the defendants is jointly and severally liable with the other defendants. The defendant's conduct was willful. There we go. At all times relevant, Jamie Markey or Ronald was Funimation's employee and acting in the course of and scope of her or his employment in the conduct alleged above. Or, alternatively, Jamie, Monica, or Ronald was Funimation's agent, with actual or apparent authority to act on behalf of Funimation in the conduct alleged above, or Funimation ratified her or his actions alleged above. Accordingly, Funimation is liable for the conduct of Jamie, Monica, or Ronald. Which, honestly, they are! It is! Because I'm like, Monica and Jamie are Funimation employees. I still don't know about Ron. But, I mean, you know... The defendant is requested to disclose the information or material described in Rule 194.2. Interrogatories and requests for production to Funimation. I can explain Ron. Go on ahead, man. What do you got for us on Ron? We'll keep reading through this until you respond, man. But anyway, Monica is requested to. Okay, Jamie is requested to respond. Funimation is requested to respond. So basically, they're asking for these guys to put up their dukes. Essentially, they're basically asking them to put what they claim to have on the table.
which is nothing.
Fair. Okay. Exhibit A. Cause number blank. Victor Mignon, a defendant. Tarrant County, Texas. Okay. Identify all persons who assist or... Someone should create some Weeb Wars and Star Wars fan art. Nice.
I'm pretty sure there's someone out there already doing that.
Well, I'm not really sure about Weeb Wars, but I know that Star Wars fan art is a plenty. It's a plenty.
Yeah, but someone might be working on Weeb Wars. Get your lightsabers ready and see if you can master the Force.
Wait, what about the Schwartz?
No, the Force is too powerful. Only Master Yogurt can.
Only Master Yogurt
can rightfully handle the Schwartz.
We're also big Mel Brooks fans, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry. But anyway, apparent authority means that the general public would believe the person to be a representative of the company, much the same way as two people can be common law married. Okay. But anyway. So basically, they're asking them in this... May the beard be with you? Yeah. Nice one, David. Nice one. I love that. But anyway. Identify all persons participating in Funimation's informing anime news network that plaintiff's employment had been terminated. Request. All documents and communications related to the investigation. All documents and communications relating to the decision to post the February 11th, 2019 tweets to Funimation. All documents and communications relating to Funimation's informing anime news network that the plaintiff's employment had been terminated. All documents and communications referencing the plaintiff. So basically, this is the big one. This is what I think is going to doom them, because here's the thing. They don't think that what they're doing is wrong. And here's the thing. This document is essentially asking them to fork over every tweet that they have said about Vic within you know, this time frame. So many reams of paper from that. There are going to be so many reams of paper from that, it's not even going to be funny. But anyway. Well, I mean, it kind of is. But I mean, it kind of is. I mean, not for Vic, but I mean, because I mean, the thing is, Vic didn't really want to do this. He didn't really want to have to do this. It's just, you know, he had to because they literally tried to destroy his life.
Yeah, they were out to get him from day one.
Exhibit B. Defendant Jamie Markey. Identify all persons who assist or participate in the answering of interrogatories served on you in the above numbered cause of action. Identify all persons who witnessed plaintiff's assault, which you alleged in the tweet you posted. And again, this is what I think is going to doom them, because here's the thing. They're saying that this stuff happened when it clearly didn't. It clearly didn't. And I'm like, you know, I mean, what? They're claiming all this stuff happened when it clearly didn't, and I think that's really going to show, especially once this gets to trial. Although if Funny is smart, they'll settle. But at the same time, basically almost every tweet between Jan. Yeah, pretty much, David. They're basically asking for everything. They're basically asking them for everything that they've put. So, identify the date you first met the plaintiff. Identify all email addresses, including respective domain names such as AOL or Gmail.com you have used between the more recent of. It can go before January. Oh wow, okay. Well, hang on, let me see here. Posted at Jimmy. go back. Let's go back up to that one where they're asking Funimation. Let's see. For some reason I can't. What the heck? I can't find it now. Anyway. Oh, here we go. All social media handles and usernames. Wait, no, that's not it. Yeah, we'll just skip that. But anyway, all documents and communications, including electronically stored information in its native format, referencing the plaintiff, between the more recent of 1, the date you first met the plaintiff, or number 2, January 1st, 2014. 2014!
Oh,
5 years. 5 years of documents that these guys are requesting. Any tweets so they can see if there was collusion before. Makes sense. Makes sense. But yeah, so they're basically going for broke here. Well, not really going for broke, but they're basically demanding that Funimation go for broke. But anyway. Ooh, this ought to be good. All documents and communications relating to any investigation conducted by Funimation into allegations that plaintiff assaulted, harassed, sexually assaulted, or sexually harassed any person or otherwise conducted himself inappropriately toward any person. That ought to be really good. I mean, if they're able to produce a shred of evidence about that, that's not faked, I will eat my own shoe. I will eat my own shoe.
Well, you have nothing to worry about then.
Yeah. And then, well, the only person that really does have to eat his own shoe is Shane. Because, I mean...
I hope he likes the taste of shoe.
I hope he likes the taste of leather. The taste of leather. That poor chair. That poor chair.
That poor chair.
Should, do you guys think we should start a GoFundMe for Shane's chair? For Shane's chair to get it repaired and everything?
That chair's seen some dark times.
Indeed. It has seen some of the darkest times that chairs will ever see. Jeez. But anyway. Thanks, David. Thanks a lot. But anyway. Oh wait, what's this? Okay, so this is Exhibit C. I'm pretty sure this is for Ron. Oh wait, no. This is for Monica. Identify all persons who assist or participate in the answering of... Call APS for the chair wellness checkup! Nice. Actually, let me post something here in the chat. There we go. But anyway, identify all persons who witnessed the incidents identified in your answer to interrogatory number 2. Identify the incidents in the mid 2000s, including the name of the convention, when plaintiff grabbed you and kissed you in his hotel room, as you alleged in the tweet you posted on February 19th. Identify all persons who witnessed the incident identified in your answer to number 4. Identify the 3 of your close friends. Also, please donate to the Corrido is Always Right Foundation. Wait, what's Corrido? Yeah, but anyway. I mean, I know it's a joke, but...
Oh, it's the Kirito is Right Foundation. It's a little joke from Sword Art Online Abridged.
Oh, okay. Oh, by the way, guys, I've gotten into... So I posted on my Twitter that the webcam should be arriving on Monday. So it should be getting here either on Monday or Tuesday, depending on when my PO box gets it. But yeah, I look forward to finally being able to show you guys, finally being able to do face cam again, even though it's only been like maybe 2 weeks, but. But it still seems forever. It seems like forever. But anyway. But anyway, Sao abridged.
SAO, Sword Art Online.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Hey David, have they uploaded any new episodes?
Of Story Art?
Yeah, any new like abridged episodes?
I don't know. I mean, we can see. We can check. It's
we'll check after this.
Yeah, we'll check after this. We're getting close to the end of this anyway. Wow, this actually went by a lot quicker than I thought.
Yeah.
But anyway. Probably. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll check this later. We'll check this later, and stuff like that. But anyway, identify the incidents in the mid-2000s, including the name of the convention. Identify all persons who witnessed the incident and three of your close friends who came forward and shared their stories with you after the premiere of the Broly movie. As you alleged in the tweet you posted on February 19th. Identify the investigators with whom you chose to share your testimony as you alleged in the tweet you posted. Well, here's the thing. In my opinion, those investigators are the IO9 people. Because here's the thing. I don't know if any of you are following Jordan Eshelman on Twitter by any chance. But he's made some very interesting ideas known. And one of those ideas is that the Charlotte in the IO9 article is Monica. That she's using a surname. I don't know whether or not that's true, but if it is, that explains that. But if it is, that explains this. That explains this right here. Identify the date you first met the plaintiff. Identify all email addresses, including respective domain names you have used between January 1st, 2014 to present. Identify all social media handles and usernames that you have used. It will come out in court. Pretty much.
All
Do
of
you
this will
guys?
come out in court.
I would love if the judge allowed it to be live streamed. I would love if the judge would allow this trial to be live streamed.
Me too. I want to see every minute of it.
I mean, not for, you know, I mean, not to be picky, but I mean, you know, like, we want to see whether or not, you know, we want to see what goes down. We just want to see what goes down, and unfortunately, because the trial is most likely going to be happening in Texas, we won't be able to fly out to it. But anyway, I mean, some judges, to my understanding, according to Nick, some judges are okay with recording the trial, like video recording it, but others are like, no. So it kind of depends on the judge that they get for the case. But anyway, I want to see the depositions more. Same, man, same. I want to see these guys beat into the ground like crazy, just like they beat Vic into the ground, which is exactly what Ty and his firm are doing. But anyway. Request. All documents and communications, electronic expert information. Have Toei create an anime series while live streaming it. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Oh my gosh. But anyway, so basically, they're doing the same thing that they did with Jamie. Like, they're requesting all documents and stuff like that. Pertaining to Vic. Ronald Soye. Ronald Soye. But anyway. Identify all persons who assist or participate in the answers of... Identify each instance of the at least 4 assaults and at least 4 accounts you allege the plaintiff committed in the tweet you posted on January 31st, February 1st, and February 21st. Blah, that's a tongue twister. But anyway, identify each person you assaulted. That would be hilarious. Identify, Mr. Soye, please identify the people you have assaulted, sir.
Which will be everybody.
If you're going to defame someone, be vague, it seems. Pretty much. I mean, because here's the thing. They're saying that we're not privy to any evidence that they have. But here's the thing. Once this suit is has been filed, which it has been filed. It has been filed. I'm assuming that the defendants already have this. But if they don't, it'll probably be handed out to them on Monday or something like that. Or something like that. I don't really know if they're taking Good Friday off or not. But anyway. So but once this is made public, which it has been made public, we're privy to pretty much every single piece of evidence they have. Because it's public knowledge now. The case is public knowledge. The trial is going to be public knowledge. And, well, here's the thing. Like I was saying before when I mentioned the settlement, the way Funimation is acting, and the way their voice actors have been acting, how cocky they've been, I highly doubt they're going to settle with... I highly doubt that Tai is going to settle with them. Because my guess on what Ron would... Sure thing. Sure, go on ahead, man. What do you think Ron would do, Jameson? Gen's uncle needs to talk to Gen. I don't know if his uncle is still alive. A current or former Toei employee. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know. Well, the thing is, isn't Funimation doesn't Funimation have a new CEO? Like other than Gen? I thought he stepped down or something like that. So I don't really know what Gen could do, really. But it would be interesting at least. But anyway. Identify each of the incidents you described as stuff he has done in his hotel room multiple times and an office or two. In the tweet you posted on February 20... He is going to give YouTube links to what he thinks is assault. Oh my gosh! Why do I have a feeling that one of the links is going to be to that video of Vic singing the song from Brotherhood?
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Why do I have a feeling that that's going to be one of the links that he's going to put in that document?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Neither would I. Neither would I. But anyway. On February 6th, identify each instance of over 100 accounts of assault you allege the plaintiff committed in the tweet you posted on February 4th. Identify each of the 100 ladies you asserted had come forward or were coming forward. In the tweet you posted on February 6th. Identify each instance comprising the assaults the public isn't aware of, as you alleged in the tweet you posted on February 23rd. He threw salt at me!
So much salt!
So much salt! I'm defamed. I'm defamed because you messed up my favorite shirt, man. I'm suing you. Like that. My gosh, it's just freaking salt. It's just freaking.
Oh.
He said he was going over YouTube videos. Oh my gosh!
Ron's an idiot.
What an idiot, Mr. Soy Boy. But anyway, he's the Pillsbury Ron Soy Boy. But anyway. Going salt equals getting assaulted. Oh, I see what you did there.
That's very clever.
I see what you did there, David. That's good. That was a good one. That was a good one. Oh my gosh. But anyway, let's finish this up. At least the document.
Oh yeah.
And then we're gonna talk for a little bit about our thoughts on the whole thing. Now that we know about all of this. But anyway. Identify each instance of plaintiff robbing fans, as you alleged in the tweet you posted on February 23rd.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I need some Kleenex. I feel like I need some freaking Kleenex for Pillsbury Boy Toy. But anyway. Identify each instance of plaintiff forcing himself on people in a sexual manner without consent and that resulted in assault, as you alleged in the tweet you posted on April 7th. Lastly, identify the date. Oh wait, no, not lastly. There are still a few more. Identify the date you first met the plaintiff. Identify each instance of an investigation into the plaintiff's behavior or conduct in which you have participated between the more recent of the between January 1st, 2014 and the present. Identify all email addresses. We've already pretty much gone over all of this. All this. And then, of course, this is basically what they're requesting. So they're basically requesting that Ron hand over the same thing that Monica and Jamie are being requested. Just, different things.
Oh yeah,
different things. But anyway, all documents and information relating to each investigation that you created, drafted, provided, received, reviewed, or sent. So yeah, that's the Vic doc. That's really that's the whole Vic doc. Honestly, I feel like this whole thing is really going to come back to haunt Funimation.
it is.
Because I'm like, okay, here's the thing. I don't really think I've made this really. I don't think I've done a good job making this clear in my pre-recorded videos, so I'll try to do my best here. But some people are saying that Toei is going to get involved, that Toei knows about this entire thing, and they're not so much upset about Vic being fired, but what they are upset about is how Funimation and their employees are treating the Dragon Ball brand and the Dragon Ball community.
Yeah, like Ron Soye, Montreal, Jamie Marquis, the Seven Chanchel, they see the fans as just walking dollar signs. They couldn't care less of the fans' feelings or anything. They don't do it for the fans, they just do it for the money. Vic, on the other hand, he sees the fans as people. He goes out of his way to make sure that the fans are enjoying Dragon Ball or whatever anime that he happens to be voicing in. And at conventions, he goes out of his way to introduce himself, greet, and have an all-around good time with his fans, because he enjoys their company. And he just shows all-around goodwill to everybody.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean so Toei knows about this whole thing allegedly. And what I think is going to happen is once this whole thing dies down, or heck, even in the midst of this, I wouldn't be surprised if they struck while Funimation was, struggling with this. But I mean, if anything, that'd be perfect irony.
Yeah.
Because they kicked Vic while he was down. Why not do the same thing to Funimation?
Yeah.
I mean,
they deserve it.
I mean, but anyway. But what I think is going to happen is Toei is essentially going to yank the dub rights from Funimation, not just for Dragon Ball, but also for pretty much any other current anime that they have. Because here's the thing, something that people are forgetting, and let me know if you guys in the chat agree with this or not. I want to know your opinions, of course. But other than Dragon Ball and their Golden Goose One Piece, Funimation is completely irrelevant. In terms of, yeah, they might be the most powerful company in terms of dubbing, but here's the thing, they only have 2 Golden Gooses. All the rest of their things are small time compared to Dragon Ball and One Piece. The moment those 2 go, they're done. They're going to be struggling to stay afloat, probably.
Yep.
Probably. They're going to have to file for bankruptcy and all that stuff. But I wonder if Justin Rojas will defend Vic in court. He used to work for Funimation. His sister or wife, Michelle, was liking Kick Vic tweets. Wait, who's, wait, who, Justin? Cause I know, I saw Vic give candy to people in line. If it was a Kit Kat bar, then that would be then that would be assault, because what is another name for a cat?
Wow.
Wow.
Ron
Wrong
logic.
logic. Hashtag the logic of Soye. But I mean, what do you think's gonna happen?
I think the judge is just gonna like basically just sue them out of court because they really have nothing to defend themselves with. Vic has so much he can prove that they were in the wrong and how unjustly they just kicked him. So yeah, the judge is most likely gonna side with Vic, and the judge is gonna make Funimation, Ron Soye, Monica, Schemmel, Sabat, and Marky pay up what they owe him.
Pretty much. But I mean, what do you think Toei will do?
Oh, Toei? Well, I think they might yank the dubbing rights away from them and give it to someone who actually deserves it. And hopefully they recast some of the characters. Some of the characters like Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Bulma, the rest.
Well, actually, something that I wanted to. Justin Rojas was silent on Twitter. He wasn't talking about Vic Twitter, nor was he liking tweets. He was the spokesperson. Damages will be argued. Well, honestly, I'd say that same thing. Here, something I wanted to show you guys really quickly. Well, since we're done with this, let me open this up. And I'm gonna go to Schemmel's Twitter for a second. Something that I found that was very telling was, let me see, April 17th. Oh, it's quite the impressive collection of trumpets. But anyway. Okay, here we go. So, this is what Schemmel basically has been boasting about. Well, not really boasting about. Oh yeah, that's true, because Funimation is owned by Sony at this point. And, I mean, yeah, that would kind of be wise to see. Okay, well, in that case, what do you guys think Sony will do? I mean, I don't really know Sony that well, so I mean, other than their movies, I don't really know about the company that well, because I've always been a Nintendo guy. I've never been a PlayStation guy. But anyway, so this is what Schemmel's been boasting about. Finally recorded Ultra Instinct today. I am really happy with how it turned out, and I can't wait for you to see this episode. Here's the thing, we might not even get that episode.
Yep.
Because, okay, just for simplicity's sake, let's go on ahead and see what the dub of Super is at right now. Dragon Ball Super dub. Okay, so they're at 104, it looks like. So, let's see if Adult Swim will allow us to access this. Okay, so they're on episode 106 according to Crunchyroll. And so, yeah, that's like, let me think. Ultra Instinct, that's what, episode 110?
I think so.
It's either episode 110 or 111. But I mean, okay, well, we probably will get the episode. It's just I'm not watching it dubbed. I'm not.
I refuse to watch it dubbed too.
I'm not supporting it because here's the thing. We did a video a couple of years back in which we had an issue with this Dragon Ball content creator named Super Giant because he basically called all of the dub fans morons essentially for liking what they like. And when we made that video, our argument was that here's the thing. You can watch whatever it is you want in any version you want. We live in a world now where you can do that online, legally or otherwise. And restricting yourself to only one version is just stupid. If you don't like the dub, don't watch it. If you don't like the sub, don't watch it. Watch it dubbed or watch it subbed, however you prefer. And back then, I was a hardcore dub fan. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say I was a hardcore dub fan, I just preferred dubs overall. But yeah, Super Jaiyan, he's a real piece of work, let's just put it that way. In fact, he's actually the main reason why I left the Dragon Ball community in the first place, was because of the fact that there were too many purists in it.
Yeah.
And so that's why I joined the Yu-Gi-Oh community, and that's why I'm making that review series currently. Speaking of which, I'm thinking of maybe doing live streams for like the scripting process and stuff like that, or even the editing. The joint and severable liability will affect Sony's decisions. But I mean, either way, back then, we were both really into dubs. And we didn't really like watching stuff in Japanese just because, we weren't used to the characters' voices. I mean, not to bring any racial stuff into this, but, I mean, we just preferred watching it in English. Just because, that's what we grew up with. And, we had an issue with, the way that he was attacking, dub fans and stuff. And now, interestingly enough, after the screw up by Funimation, this is making me severely consider watching the entire series subbed. I mean, even if I'll have to get used to it, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem getting used to it at this point. I mean, I'll not really suffer through it, but I'll get used to it however long that might take, because I'm like, here's the thing, these guys were this man's best friends, essentially. And yet they stabbed him in the back. As that YouTuber making fun of another YouTuber. Yeah, I think it was, I want to say it's, I've seen some of that content from that other YouTuber. He's a really cool guy. But I mean, if you go on to Jane's channel, let me get YouTube loaded up here really quickly. I mean, I'd use the other page, but that the chat's on, but I don't really want to lose it.
Yeah.
So, let me see. Oop. Let's see. Here we go. So my best guess is this is his channel now, and it only has one video on it. Yeah, that's it. Bring back Peter Calamus. Honestly, here's the thing. I'm not against seeing the series in English at this point. It's just, just give it to a company other than Funimation. Give it to a company other than Funny. Heh, that rhymes. But, I mean, it's... If anything, this just proves that no one stays on top forever. Because here's the thing. I don't really know how knowledgeable you guys are about the gaming scene from the 90s. With, Sony and Nintendo. Do you guys know about that at all? I mean, it's pretty public knowledge, but just answer yes if you do, or no if you don't. You do? Okay. Um, well, I mean, because back in the 90s, like, Nintendo was pretty much untouchable. Nintendo was untouchable. They were the they were the kings of gaming essentially. But what ended up happening was they got caught up in their own hubris, and they started making decisions that didn't pan out for them. And that allowed Sony to rise up and basically yank the crown away. Now, Sony is going through pretty much the exact same thing. They've been pretty much the kings of gaming for at least 2 decades at this point. Let me think. PlayStation came out in... Hang on. Sony PlayStation release date. Oh, okay, so it came out in 94. So yeah, they've been the kings of gaming for about 3 decades now. But here's the thing, there's going to come a time, and I can already see it coming. There's going to come a time when Sony is going to think themselves so high and mighty that one of their competitors is going to yank the crown away. And they're going to bring them back down to earth where they belong, back down to reality, and they're going to humble them. That's exactly what I think is going to happen to Funimation. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, but... But yeah, so that was this is just these are just, our 2 cents on the whole Vic Donk and everything. When I was 6, I got the OG PlayStation for Christmas. Cool. Yeah, my first gaming console was a GameCube. And that was when I was in elementary school. Maybe not Sony for one reason. What's that, Jameson? Go on ahead. we still have a little bit of time. We still have a little bit of time here, so. Japanese are humble people. Atari is mine. Wow. That is true. I mean, compared to the West, Japanese people are pretty humble in terms of what, in terms of only play 2 video games on the console. What console? The Atari or the GameCube? Oh, or were you talking about the PlayStation you got? Because, I mean, well, the thing I don't really like whatsoever about these people is that they... A while back, they were basically... PlayStation. Oh, wow, only 2 games? Which games, man? I'm pretty sure... Which games, man? I mean, the PlayStation has such a great catalog of games. Because I mean, even though I never had the console, I know about... I've known... I know about, its catalog through research and stuff like that. Although the PS2 probably has the best catalog of any generation, in my opinion. even though I never had one, the PS2 probably had the best catalog just because the games were so good. They were so good. I played on my cousin Chris's PS2, SpongeBob and Bob the Builder. Nice, nice. Yeah, I played on my cousin's PS2 back in the day because he had both a Xbox 360 and a PS2, and then he later switched it out, for a PS3, and then he eventually went full on 360. But and then to the Xbox One and so on. But I can recall I played Spider-Man 2 on the PS2, and that was amazing. That game was amazing. It just sucks that that version of the game wasn't the one that got ported to PC. Instead, we got stuck with this mediocre garbage heap. Although when I played it, because when I played it when I was a kid, I thought it was amazing. The PC port, I thought it was really good. But I mean, you're a kid. You're a kid. You'll be amazed at anything, pretty much gaming related. But but now that I'm 22, instead of being like 8, and instead of being 8 years old, I can really see the flaws in that game, which are apparent. Crying out loud, why not just port the console version to PC? The PC could have handled it. But anyway, they did that with the first movie game, why not do it with the second one? And they also did it with the third one. But anyway. But I digress. So, Toei and Sony are both both Japanese companies. Yeah, I'd say that. My friend came over and brought his zombie game too. I wasn't really interested in the zombie game though. Eh. But yeah, like I guess to finish up we can just talk about I guess to finish up we can just talk about whatever, I suppose. But if anyone's watching this after the fact, the main thing that we were covering in this stream was the Vic document.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, and we gave our final thoughts on what would happen to Funimation and stuff, and now we're just talking about whatever. About whatever. Right now it's gaming, but it might turn into some other things. I don't really know. We've got like 15 more minutes before we have to sign off. But
yeah.
But yeah, like in terms of the GameCube, my favorite game to play on that, no surprise, was Melee.
Oh, who doesn't love Melee?
Melee was amazing.
No, I couldn't stop playing it when I had my GameCube.
Melee was a Melee zine.
But Smash Ultimate is just as good as it.
Ultimate is... Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, the story mode in that game is essentially Nintendo's version of Infinity War. It's basically Nintendo's Infinity War. Yeah. From Marvel Studios. I wouldn't be surprised if Sakurai watched that film and decided, this is something good to base the next Smash around.
Yeah.
Operate independent from one. Yeah, I'd say the same thing, but at the same time, the Japanese companies, don't they have final say? Because, I mean, here's the thing, Nintendo has an American branch, and all of the games that come out of Nintendo of America are from Japan. They're just localized for the American market.
Yeah.
And I love Smash Bros. Yeah, Smash Bros. For life. Smash Bros. For life. I would love if they made an animated movie. I'd love if they made an animated movie. That'd be awesome. Like, oh, funny enough, let me search this up really quickly. Smash Bros. This is hilarious. So let me see here. Smash Bros. Cineminis? Cinematic Universe. There we go. Okay, so... Box office, Smash Bros. The case for a shared and animated Nintendo universe. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is what I was looking for. This is from a Reddit user. And let's see here. Let's just pull the chat back up. Well, I mean, because the thing is, I mean, does Toei have an American branch? I don't think so.
No.
I don't believe so. Because I know Sony has one. Sony has one. For like their movie division and stuff like that. Favorite music. Favorite music. For me personally, I like Christian rock. I like Christian rock. I like alternate rock. If I had to have a least favorite though, it would probably have to be jazz.
My least favorite would be rap.
Stream, come back!
Meh.
Oh no. Ooh, it's back.
Meh.
But what would you say your favorite would be?
I say like you Christian rock and maybe some like rock. It's like regular rock. Some like have some really good music.
I love prog rock. Nice, man. Okay, so let's go on ahead and just get into this here. Let me just move you guys over here or something like that, so that we can actually read this. Whoops, my bad. K-pop. Wait. Is that kids pop?
No, K-pop's like I think like that's like 8 Japanese.
Check out Lona. Okay. But anyway. So with the Mario Bros. And Detective Pikachu movie releasing fairly soon, it got me thinking about more Nintendo movie adaptations down the line, namely Smash Bros. And how good it would be if they were all connected like the MCU. So I decided to break it down to phases and match it up best as I can with the films in that series. Phase 1, Film 1, the Super Mario Brothers. This film is essentially the Iron Man, the main icon of the series. It follows the game quite well, and is relatively a simple presence. The film is relying on good writing and creative animation and action for this to be good. The film starts in the Mushroom Kingdom. Mario is getting married, blah blah blah. Mario, along with his brother Luigi, must face the 7 Koopalings and travel through lands of desert, snow, and sky, along with the jungle, where he first interacts with Donkey Kong, setting up for further down the line. At the end of the film, Captain Falcon appears and warns Mario of a greater threat. Mario simply shrugs him off. Film number 2, Kirby. Kirby is a comedy film. The first 20 minutes is very similar to very similar to Think the Smurfs opening, just exploring Dreamland. When King Dedede visits and steals Kirby's food, they have to go and get it back. They being Kirby, Waddle Dee, and someone else, not sure who. The whole time Meta Knight is trying to essentially assassinate them. They don't know it's him until a final confrontation at the end with Dedede. Admittedly, this doesn't sound like the best film, and Kirby as a character isn't best suited for a solo film. However, I tried to match this up with The Incredible Hulk, which had the same problems. At the end of this film, we see a shadow at the end, which is Master Hand. Film number 3, Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Wario Bros.
Shit.
Here, let's keep an eye on the chat just to see what's going on. Iona is a pretty good Irish Christian band. Mix of Celtic rock, folk rock. Cool. Okay, there we go. But anyway. On their way home, the Mario Bros. Re-enter the Mushroom Kingdom, only to discover that they were replaced with their enemies Wario and Waluigi. They are slowly captured by the evil brothers and enslaved in a castle. The only way to escape is through various paintings leading to magical lands, adapting loosely Mario 64. While at the Mushroom Kingdom, everyone accepts Wario and Waluigi as the new leaders, except for Peach and Daisy, who try to get Mario and Luigi back. They meet in the middle and have an epic face-off, brother versus brother. Nothing... Are you guys sad that Melee has been put to rest at EVO? Honestly, I am.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was kind of inevitable.
Yeah, I mean, Melee couldn't reign forever.
But but I mean, I'm sad, but at the same time, I knew it was coming. Let's just put it like that. I love Utada, Hikiru, Speed, and Ayuma Hamasaki. They're my favorite J-pop artists. Cool, man. But anyway. Meet in the middle. She's trying to get Mario and Luigi back. They meet in the middle and have an epic face-off, brother to brother. No, nothing too important to the universe, just a fun sequel, much like Iron Man 2 is. That is until the end, where Captain Falcon appears again, trying to warn. But before he can, Master Hand grabs Mario and Luigi and takes them away. Film 4, Detective Pikachu. This could essentially just be the movie that they currently have planned now. Not much would need to change at the moment, but it would in sequels. They already have Pikachu and Jigglypuff prominent, so we'll all. Sorry, have hiccups. But anyway, what we'll all see. Much like Thor, this will be a blonde electric beast that changes stylistically further down the line. Jigglypuff is taken away by the hand at the end, with the detective trying to figure out what happened and chase after them. Film 5, The Legend of Zelda. The film marks the start of Link's epic fantasy adventure, as he goes on a journey to stop Ganondorf and reassemble the Triforce to find his love Zelda. Essentially, the epic Zelda everyone's dreamed of, loose adaptations of the first two Zelda games. Link plays the role of Captain America, an alternate leader to that of Mario/Iron Man. Once again, Link is lifted by Master Hand, but this time we get to see everyone together in a stadium, leading directly into the next film. Film 6, Super Smash Bros. After being forewarned by Captain Falcon, all the characters introduced in previous films from the original 8-person roster of 64, as well as newcomers like Ness, Samus are dropped into a field by a giant hand. They must figure out why they're there and stop a mysterious force urging them to fight each other, ending with a climactic battle on Final Destination, with no items and the hand. They defeat the hand and force it to send them all back. The film ends with a white light of them all being sent back to their individual lands. This is the Avengers of the phase, linking it all together. It even has the mind control of the Avengers. I have all 3 phases written out, but don't want to bombard you if anyone is looking to hear the rest. Let me know and I'll pick it up. And I'll put it up. Smash Bros. Movie. I want that so bad. I want it so bad. Let's see. Nope, doesn't look like it doesn't look like he put the rest up. Ah, dang it. Oh well. I love that foreign artists have such respect for their fans. Yeah, yeah. I mean, cause really, when you look at this whole ordeal, I mean, to kind of end here, we've got 5 minutes left before we have to sign off. But just to kind of end here, that's what these people have forgotten at Funimation. They've forgotten that the fans are what got them to where they are. It wasn't their talent. It wasn't their. It wasn't what they can do. It's what the fans can do.
Yeah, and without their fans, they're nothing.
Vic should record and tour with DC Talk. Yeah, I'd say that. I'd say that. Could. But I mean, because the thing is, these guys have. I mean, Nick put it perfectly himself in a stream. In a stream, these guys are claiming that the anime conventions are for them. Or for them. They're not for them. They're for the fans. I mean, for crying out loud, Kamea-con is a con put on almost entirely by fans. Oh really? Oh really? He recorded on DC Talk's first album. Cool. I'll check it out later. All right, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in to this live stream. To this live stream. Um. Oh yeah. Jameson, I've seen footage of the con from like vloggers and stuff like that, like Unreal Engine Network. It looked amazing. It looked amazing. It seemed like it was so much fun. And Vic himself has even stated that it was amazing. He stated that it was amazing in an unlock stream. Um, in fact, it's funny. In an unlock stream, he even mentioned that his most recent one, he even mentioned that he went from 7 a.m. in the morning to or something like that from here. Let's do that. Let's see here. Copy this. Let's see. YouTube. Let's see here. Here we go. Oh, this here? I'm gonna try to buy tickets to go to Anime Matsuri. I wish I could, man. I really wish I could.
Me too.
All right, let's see these to finish up then, I guess. Are these? Wow. So these are Vic's lines. That's nuts. Wow, that's awesome. And then let's look at the other one. Wow, that's so cool. Wow, that's so cool. Wow, nice. But but yeah, yeah, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Um, if you guys are actually something that I forgot to post. Um, yeah, I'll do that later. I'll do that later on my Twitter. But yeah. So there we go. Reconnected. Yay. But but yeah. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Um, tell us your thoughts on this whole thing, and you guys stay here as well there in the chat. Hope you all have a blessed day, and yeah, Vic, if you're watching this for whatever reason, you're loved, you're adored, for your work. Thank you so much for all that you do, and I'll be praying for you, doing this entire endeavor. And hashtag fear the beard, hashtag I stand with Vic, and hashtag Vic Mignogna. Anyway.
And may the Schwartz be with you.
May the Schwartz be with you. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. God bless. And I hope you all have a lovely weekend. See you.
Hey.